Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies podcast with your host, Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
Hey everyone, welcome to another podcast episode. My name is Shikha, and I'm so grateful that you guys are listening to me. In this episode, I wanted to speak to you guys about morning pages. For those of you who don't know what morning pages are, they're basically a tool or technique that has been invented of sorts by Julia Cameron. And she's the person who wrote The Artist's Way, one of the most popular books out there on creativity and writing. And she says, whenever you wake up in the morning, every morning, you should try to write 3 pages, stream of consciousness, of anything that comes up in your head. And those are morning pages. So you do it every day before you do anything else, before you meditate, before you check your email, before anything else. And then what happens with that is basically what you're doing is you're trying to get all that sludge out of you onto paper. And she says you have to use your hands to do these morning pages, so hand on paper, because we use more muscles when we're writing. Also, we're connecting directly from the heart to the hand. Instead of typing only uses a few muscles and it's very impersonal. So you do that every day and you get rid of all that stuff inside of you. You start unsmudging that mirror that is you. You start figuring out who you are, what your likes and dislikes are. You basically become that person who you want to become, and you become more like that person you want to become. You know who you are now. And so I started doing these morning pages in September of last year, right before I was going to Chiang Mai. And just a couple of weeks before I left Chiang Mai, I got so much insight out of these morning pages, and I realized so much of why I was the way I was, what I was trying to achieve in my life, what I wanted to achieve in my life, and why I was moving to Chiang Mai, what I was going to get out of it, and what I wanted to get out of it, etc. It really clarified everything for me. It was as if I was looking into a mirror that was unsmudged. I was looking into myself, I was looking into my soul, and I was able to see exactly what was inside of me. You know how a lot of times we kind of look at our subconscious, or we look at ourselves and we have no idea what our inclinations are, why we do the things that we do. A lot of times we're so confused. We thought that if we liked something, but we end up choosing something completely different. A lot of times this happens with me in terms of my relationships. I have this idea in my head of a person that I would like and would want to be with, but the people I end up dating are completely different from that idea. So obviously, the idea in my head is inaccurate, or I believe that is something where it's not actually that, right? There is a disconnect there. And what Morning Pages does, it helps us reduce that disconnect. Because most of us are floating through this world unaware of what our true dislikes and likes are. We have no idea what we actually truly like. We think we like something, but we don't actually know if it's because we like it, or because advertisements have told us to like it, or because our families told us to like it, or because society's told us to like it, or because our partner told us to like it, or an ex a long time ago told us to like it. We don't actually really know the reason for it. And so Morning Pages really helps us clarify all of this stuff. It helps us really, really unsmudge that mirror. It helps us peel off all of those layers that are on us. It helps us really see things clearly. And once you start seeing things clearly, you start seeing what you actually really want to do with your life. So because of Morning Pages, I realized that I really, 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 really wanted to write. I didn't care if I was being paid for it or not, or what it was coming out of it, or what was going to happen with it, but I just wanted to write. I had all these stories inside of me, I had all these novels inside of me, I had all of these words inside of me, and I just wanted to write them out. And for the longest time in my life, I hadn't been writing, even though I knew I wanted to be a writer when I was 12. What was that disconnect? It happened because of all the messages I had been given, all the things that I did, all the experiences I had. And because of that disconnect, I didn't know who I was anymore. Because of Morning Pages, I realized, okay, I need to start writing again. And so because of that, I started doing the NaNoWriMo, which is a National Novel Writing Month. In that month, a lot of people around the world write 1667 words, so 1,667 words every single day to finish a 50,000 word novel in a month. Now, the novel might not be complete, but we're trying to do an average of it. Average novel size is 50,000 words, and you assume that by the end of this month, you will have finished one novel. Most of the people on this planet who start writing a novel never finish it. And I was in the same boat. I never finished any of my novels. I started a billion, never finished anything. For the first time in my life, because of NaNoWriMo and because of morning pages particularly, I finished the book. And I finished and I published it on Kindle for the first time in a long time. I did that with pretty much very little effort. It wasn't like I was killing myself to do this. I did it because it was what I wanted to do, and there was no pain involved in it. It was just what I did. I got up every morning, I wrote my words. It was very drama-less, which is really nice because a lot of times my writing is filled with drama and filled with a lot of persecution, self-persecution, and all that stuff. It's so hard. But this was easy. And I think it was because morning pages made me realize that this is what I want to do. And so why bring drama into it? Why not just do it? And so I did it every day, and then I continued on. I didn't do 1,667 words every day, but I did 1,000 words every day from then onward. And so every 2 or 3 months I finished a novel, and I finished about 4 till now. And I'm keeping on going on. I publish them on Kindle. I see that some people buy them, but that's not really the point of it. I'm trying to hone my skill. I'm trying to build my skill so that maybe in 5 or 6 years, I will be that writer that will be published on a bigger scale, and I will have that skill or talent so that people will actually be able to read my stuff and get something out of it. They will be able to read my stuff and I'll be readable. Not just writing stories or novels that are appealing to me, but also appealing to other people. Might happen, might not happen. That's not the point. The point is to keep on writing. And morning pages showed me that. Not only that, it showed me other stuff about myself as well. I started doing improv in Chiang Mai because I realized I love performing. That's the reason I love doing these live videos. I love performing. I love being in front of a crowd. I feel that rush. I love the rush. I love the little bit of an adrenaline that comes in. I love making people laugh. I love all that. And so I realized that I wanted to do more of that. I started joining an improv group. And I did that because of morning pages, because I realized that I was wanting to do this for the longest time, but I didn't believe in myself or I was afraid. But as soon as you see things clearly, there is no more fear there because that is what it is. It is what it is. There is no need to have fear because it's not like it's just a random fact. It is the truth. And when you see the truth, you can't run away from the truth. The truth is there in front of you. It's standing there blinking in neon lights at you. And all you can do is follow the truth. When you see the truth, you can't be like, well, maybe that's not really. No, it's the truth. You can't argue with it. You can't negotiate with it. You can't, belabor it. It's just the truth. And so morning pages helps you see those truths for you, specifically, for yourself. Because every person's truth is different, right? Every person has different connections, different things. And so for my truths, the truths that came up for me, they were really, really powerful because I was able to integrate them into my life with very little effort. Because once the truth is in front of you, there's no more drama involved in it. You just see the truth and you're like, okay, all right, fine, I need to do that because that is the truth. Fine, I need to write my words because that is the truth. Fine, I need to go to improv because that is the truth. There is no drama involved in it anymore. There is no need to have drama because that is the truth. You can't argue with the truth, right? That's why I really recommend morning pages to everyone I speak to, specifically creative people. And because everyone on this planet is creative or trying to be creative or has creativity in them, basically everyone I meet, I try to at least try morning pages. It doesn't necessarily have to be everyone's thing, obviously, but I just ask people to try it out. Try it out for a week. Just wake up every morning and try to write 3 pages of longhand stream of consciousness and see how that comes up for you. What comes up for you exactly? What are the different truths that are revealed? Do you feel a lot of resistance? Does some stuff come up that you had no idea was true for you? Just figure it out. Just see how it goes and see what comes up for you and look at what it is, because the truth is so powerful. And a lot of us are not only hiding from the truth, but are completely unaware of what the truth is for ourselves. We have no idea because we've never actually seen it face to face. Because of all the masks we wear, because of all the different things that we do in order to avoid the truth, because we're afraid of the truth, whatever it might be for that person, for us. But once we see it, it's so powerful. It's so damn powerful. So what I want you guys to do, if you have never tried morning pages, and if you have, that's awesome, keep on doing them. But if you haven't, please try them for this week. So get up every morning, do that 3 pages of longhand work, and see what comes up. And if you like it, keep on going with it. Add it to your morning routine. That's one part of my morning routine. A very important part is I do my morning pages and then I meditate. And I recommend you do the morning pages before you meditate, because what it does is that it gets all of that stuff that's in your head on a paper so that when you meditate, your mind is much more clearer and it's easier for you to drop into that state of alpha, into that state of bliss, because you're not constantly thinking about, okay, what do I have to do today? What is this going on in my head? What happened yesterday? I hate this, I hate that, or I love this, I hate that. Things like that. You're not thinking about all that stuff. You're able to really focus on your meditation session, on your breath, on the physical sensations, and however you meditate. So I do recommend that you do the morning pages before anything else, specifically before meditation. And try not to switch on your phone or look at it or look at your messages or email or whatever before you do your morning pages. It's a hard one to do, I know, but try it out. And let me know how it goes. Message me at boomshikha@themillionairehippie.com and let me know how it goes for you. I'd love to hear about it. If you like it, if you don't like it, why don't you like it? Why did you like it? Love to hear from you. Again, have an amazing day, amazing week wherever you guys are. I'll talk to you guys the next time around. Bye for now.